Yo, what is good, YouTube? Welcome back to another JC2K video. In today's video, I am recording, I guess, what's going to be my final video for NBA 2K25 My Team. I'm going to be completely honest with you. There's a couple reasons that have influenced me doing this now instead of a little bit later, but I don't know. To be totally honest, I feel like I've been half-assing it, pardon my language, a little bit the last couple weeks. Just haven't been quite as locked in terms of consistency the way that I had been before. The game content has obviously slowed down significantly, and I'm recording this Wednesday night, but as y'all see this on Friday, I don't think we're getting any more content, you know what I mean? And I was gonna make videos on whatever the season 9 content and stuff that comes out today as you're watching this video is, and the Godex Invincible packs and all that type of stuff, but the honest truth is I just don't feel like it, you know what I mean? And so I'm gonna call it a little bit early. I'm moving this weekend. Again, I'm recording this Wednesday, but I'm moving Friday and Saturday. I'm busy. There's a lot of things going on. I'm going on vacation in a week, or I guess a week and a half. It's like, I guess it's almost 2 weeks, a little bit less than 2 weeks, but just gonna be busy for the next month or so. And I am going to make videos, to be fair, about 2K26 news. If we get any sort of big news, especially in terms of like super important specific gameplay stuff, or especially My Team news, because we're going to get My Team news trickling in here over the next month or so. Well, really less than a month. I mean, we're literally just over 3 weeks away. 3 weeks on Friday. 3 weeks today, as y'all watch this video, actually, as y'all watch it on Friday, from 2K26. So we're coming up on it pretty quick. I will make videos on that once I get moved and stuff, whenever there's big news. And obviously we're going to be absolutely locked in for 2K26, come out of the gates firing. Tons of content, tons of streams, a lot of like tournaments and competitive games and things like that. Just going to be mixing in a lot of different stuff and really trying to take the content even further. This has been, I'll be completely honest, this has been one of the best years in a lot of ways of my life, and it's also been one of the more challenging years of my life, in all honesty, and not for YouTube reasons, but there have been, well, I lost my channel this year and then I got that back. That was a hectic, unenjoyable few days. I'll be completely honest, having to deal with that. I legitimately thought my channel was gone for like 3 days, and I was really, really disappointed about it. And things work out for good. I don't talk about my faith a lot, but I definitely put my faith and trust in God that he has a plan for my life. And I'm a big believer in Jesus Christ, and my faith is very important to me. And I think God has really blessed me in a lot of ways. And so there have been things in my year, even some stuff that I've talked about a little bit, not in detail, like that's going on recently, that have been challenging. You know, my grandfather passed away this year. Other grandfather passed away last year. Like, it's been a long year in a lot of ways, and that's okay. I'm good. But I've been felt very, very blessed, because even though things in my life have felt kind of tumultuous outside of YouTube this year, and I'm trying to be honest when I say this, I felt very blessed to have the opportunity to have a community of people who support me and watch me on a consistent basis. And streaming on YouTube has been a lot of fun this year. That's been a big blessing. It's been something that I didn't do until this year that I've really enjoyed, being able to interact with more people on a more personal basis. And I feel very, very, very blessed. My channel's grown a ton this year. I mean, I think we've gained like 15,000+ subscribers, and I feel like we've done really, really, it's been a very successful year in a lot of ways. And I feel like being able to do that in a year that was so challenging in some ways for me personally, and also in terms of just the game as a whole, I don't think the game mode this year was very good. The gameplay wasn't, in my opinion, very fun. The content was not overall all that great. There were good moments like the All-Star Festival and stuff, but generally speaking, it wasn't great. And I think with that being said, those two things, when you don't have great gameplay or great content, plus there's nothing to actually play for, no end goal, no weekly $10,000 King of the Court prize. A million VC isn't a end goal for really anybody, you know what I mean? It felt like this year was kind of as bad as it got for my team in a lot of ways, and it still worked out all right. You know what I mean? I feel like we made it through. And while I'm not going to sit here and say that I expect My Team content wise to all of a sudden become this phenomenal game and it's going to go way forward. I think that's very unreasonable. Everybody say hi to Archer. I think it's very unreasonable to actually expect that to legitimately happen. But the gameplay itself does seem like it could take a serious step forward. An improved gameplay plus a reason to play and a more interesting addition of content with the weekly King of the Court. That's the biggest thing about it, is even if you're not somebody who is good enough to legitimately compete for King of the Court, I think in terms of entertainment, it adds a entertainment level to the game. It certainly revitalizes what was pretty much a nearly non-existent competitive MyTeam community this year. I mean, we legitimately had very few actual tournaments. Certainly, was there a single MyTeam tournament this year with over $1,000 prize point pool? Like, I'm not even sure there was, and that's kind of insane to say. And again, I do want to say this. MyTeam competitive will provide full-time money for like 2 people, maybe 3, probably. You know what I mean? And then there will probably be a smattering of 8 to 10 to 12 other people that win 1 or 2 King of the Courts. And that'll probably be about it. It's gonna be, I mean, if I was putting the over under on King of the Court winners at 10, I might take the over, but I'm not 100% confident of that, in all honesty. I mean, maybe, we'll see. But it's gonna be, I think I'd probably take the under, to be totally honest with you. I think that for most people, it's not life-changing money, but it's very interesting as an opportunity for content purposes. And I think it's very interesting for entertainment purposes. So don't spend your money next year to try to chase a King of the Court dream that's probably very unrealistic. But at the same time, I think it's going to be very interesting for the game. And that combined with what looks to be better quality, hopefully more consistent and a little bit more skill gapped gameplay. That's what they keep talking about, is it being skill based. If that produces a skill gap, which it should, that'll be a good thing for the game, because then it will feel like you are getting more rewarded when you are better than your opponent. And the problem with that is that there are a lot of people who are a casual audience who will be pushed away from online gaming because of that. And I understand that it's a little bit frustrating. I still think there should be some sort of non-skill based matchmaking 5v5 mode. That's kind of what Triple Threat Park is. A salary cap has matchmaking, but I guess it's not pay to win, at least. But I feel like there are flaws to the online matchmaking and issues, I think, that are created by a game with more skill gap. And I am not going to be fooled by that into ignoring that, despite the fact that I personally am pretty good at MyTeam. I know there are people out there that are not going to benefit from the game being more skill-based, if that's how the gameplay is. I hope there are some things implemented to try to counteract that at least a little bit, like no quit bans. So if you're outmatched, you can just quit. It's okay. It's not a bad thing. You know what I mean? Like, that would be nice. A Mercer rule would be nice. No skill-based matchmaking and at least one main MyTeam online, like 5v5 mode would be cool. I just think that it could be more inviting and more rewarding to actually play the game mode. I hope that happens. We'll see. I personally am excited to continue to work hard regardless and hopefully make the best of whatever the game is next year. And we'll see what happens, man. I mean, I really have no idea what the next year of my life is going to look like in a lot of ways. And we'll see, man. I'm excited, though, because I've been doing this now for, I mean, full-time for 2 years, kind of full-time for 3-ish, at least. I mean, I've been doing this for a long time now. I'm starting to get old. They call me Unk, I guess. But I appreciate all y'all's support. I have really enjoyed this year of MyTeam, and I feel very blessed by all of y'all's willingness to your generosity and kind words to me. I mean, all the people who have been willing to lend me their accounts for different things have really been a huge blessing. I literally couldn't do the amount of gameplays and different things that I do without that. And just the generosity of people in so many different ways supporting me is much appreciated, and I really do. I do not take it for granted, and I am excited to get back to work next year and hopefully go crazier than ever. So I really appreciate all y'all's support. I'm gonna call the video there. Hello, Archer. I'm gonna go play with the dog. I hope y'all have a blessed night or blessed day, and I will be back with more 2K content very, very soon. I appreciate y'all. Peace.